I think that one of the major issues that we're seeing is that we have a generation that is searching for meaning and searching for purpose. And you see that here at this conference. The most enthusiastic applause lines and speakers are people that are not just saying that the right is good and the left is bad, but instead of saying, here's what you got to do to get your life in order to find something that's actually going to live longer than you. You see, one of the major mistakes we've made in America, and we're fixing it here at America Fest, is that we used to tell young people that you're the problem and you have a lot of work to do, and America's wonderful. Now we say to young people, you're wonderful and America's terrible. We totally flipped it upside down. And one of the main reasons why we have over 100,000 young people that have overdosed on opioids in this year alone, 100,000 young people, is that students and members of Generation Z and millennials, they look around, they say that there is no purpose or meaning or place for me. And that's one of the big lies. You want to talk about the big lie? The big lie is allowing a generation to literally believe that there is no place for them to be able to succeed and flourish in this country. And so you look at the statistics, it's the most suicidal generation in American history. Now, if I were to ask the audience, how many of you know someone personally that committed suicide, raise your hand. Almost every single hand goes up. This should be a fire alarm for our civilization, by the way. And by the way, it's way more important than systemic racism. I'm way more interested in systemic suicide in our country than systemic racism, which doesn't exist, by the way, which is systemic racism does not exist in America, but systemic suicide does. And what is causing this? Well, there's a lot of different factors. I think technology is playing a huge role in this. In fact, I think that, and I see this all the time, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but honestly, if I do, I don't care, because it's the last day. So, and you're not getting a refund, so, sorry. Which is, when I see 8-year-olds at a restaurant, and no one's talking to one another, and everyone's staring at screens, and they give a 7-year-old an iPad, which is basically a digital pacifier, I think there's something really wrong with that. I think there's something deeply unhealthy with that.
This is Charlie Kirk, founder and CEO of Turning Point USA. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Turning Point USA.